Hello friends, welcome to LeggLife and welcome to our first video back post-cruise vlog series. And it's funny because our cruise vlog series was on Princess and this video also has to do with Princess. Because we are at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge just outside of Trapper Creek, Alaska, where we have a friend's wedding tomorrow. And so it worked out perfectly to come up here, stay for the weekend, enjoy what I think is our favorite Princess Lodge in all of Alaska, and go to the wedding tomorrow. So let's get checked in and enjoy our weekend here at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. We are heading into the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge to check in, and then next stop is going to be dinner, even before we go to our room, because we are hungry. Well, that was simple. We were all checked in, and look at how beautiful it is here. Oh my gosh. They have so many different statues around, different animals. There's the bears. We just parked. We're actually gonna be staying right here in building number 16, but we are hungry, so we're gonna go eat first. And there are a few different dining options here on site. The place we're going is right up here. It's 2320, which is the elevation of Denali and the name of the restaurant. We've eaten here, gosh, lots of times. And we always love it. There's the sign, you can see 2320. Looks like got some people waiting outside, but the food here definitely worth the wait. Here is the menu at 2320. So some of our favorite starters, their wings are just so good here. Their Caesar salad with salmon is actually normally what I get. Their flatbreads are good, just everything here is good. We've had the bison meatloaf, we've had fish and chips, we've had desserts. It's all just so darn delicious. And you can see it is a beautiful building. And a lot of things here at this lodge obviously have a hiking theme or motif, which makes sense. Also, right out there is one of my favorite places in the lodge. It is like their outdoor fire pit area. You can buy s'mores kits, you can get popcorn, you can get adult beverages, sit by the fire. Yes, please. Dinner has arrived. I went bison meatloaf. Look at that. The green beans, the mashed potatoes, the meatloaf covered in that gravy with mushroom sauce. But you guys, look at Sherri's pear. It's a pear and prosciutto flatbread.
Pear and prosciutto flatbread with goat cheese and arugula and a balsamic glaze.
When we were here last year, didn't you get that? And we just kind of fell in love with it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good. All right, mid-meal update. I'm like halfway, well, almost halfway through mine. Sherri Bet's about halfway through hers. Everything is absolutely amazing. I did steal a piece of hers, but to be fair, she stole a bite of mine. Official member of the Clean Plate Club. Oh yeah. Did we get dessert? Of course we got dessert. You guys know that. A chocolate mousse cake, and then she was like, would you like to make that a la mode? And I was like, are there people that say no to that? Are there people that exist that say no to a la mode? Because we said yes. Oh my gosh, we're done with dinner. Also, I love the sea witch right there. It was so good. Oh, we were actually wondering the times. Breakfast here 2320 from 6:30 to 11, lunch 12 to 4:30, and then dinner 4:30 to 9:30. Again, walking by the fire pit area. Can we talk about the weather we have been having lately? If you watched, it is amazing. If you watched our cruise vlog, we had beautiful weather all through Southeast Alaska, which doesn't always happen. And then we came home, and it has been like this the entire time. We've been home. So just so you guys know when we're filming this, we got back home last Saturday. A week ago today, we got off our cruise. And so it is currently Friday night. So it is a week later from when you guys last saw us. Now, back up to the main lodge because we want to go out on the deck and look at Denali. Heading out onto the deck outside. All right, so I'm not sure if you're able to see it, but you can see the front mountains of the Alaska Range. And then right back over there, you can just see the silhouette of Denali. Now, here's the thing. It is a beautiful sunny day, but there are some wildfires in interior Alaska. And I think that what we're seeing is the mountain largely shielded because of a lot of haze and fog. To the naked eye, we can definitely see the outline of the mountain. I'm just not sure the camera is going to pick it up, but this does classify. We can say that we've seen Denali. Here in the lodge lobby, they do have the diagram of Denali. You can see mountain right there, Foraker to the left, the Don Sheldon Amphitheater, the Tokasitna Glacier, and then over here they have this, which I think was finished last year. Absolutely beautiful lobby painting with the sea witch in the middle. This whole hotel is just absolutely beautiful. You can see giant like wood mountains over there, huge fireplace over there, amazing decks outside, coffee shops up over there. We'll definitely be there tomorrow. And then down this wall that leads to the gift shop is this kind of information wall that tells the story of kind of mountaineering here in Alaska and on Denali. All right, we were checking out the gift shop, and one of the things we are commenting on is how, like, that's a very cool design, and it has the princess, like, sea witch logo on the sleeve. A lot of designs have that this year. And I love how this shirt, Denali National Park, but then it is lodge specific, has the Mount McKinley Wilderness Lodge down the sleeve. And the same with these sweatshirts. Those are very cool. And you can see it has the Sea Witch and the Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge down the sleeve. I really like that the gift shop here has a bunch of Alaskan books. I can see Murder on the Iditarod Trail by Sue Henry. Just like a lot of books either set in our state or about our state. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. Into the Wild. We've left the main lodge, heading back to our room. Well, not back to our room, to our room. It's so funny. I feel like we've done so much and we haven't even been to our room yet. But we were passing the cornhole board. I love they have like the princess ones. And I said, you know what? Let's stop and play one round. We were here earlier this year, right? Didn't we stop by here earlier this year? This lodge. Yeah, coming back from Denali we did. And we just kind of walked around. And Sherri beat me, which I think was very rude. All right, Sherri Beth, ladies first. Let's see. Work that magic. Was that the magic?
See your magic.
All right, look at me. I'm even holding the vlog camera while I do it, Sherri. Okay, well.
Was that the magic?
Don't sass me. Sherri, second throw. Ooh, closer. All right, here we go. Come on, Adam. Dang it. Safe to say, neither of us are going professional when it comes to cornhole.
Well.
Throw number 3 for Sherri Beth.
Ooh.
Ugh, annoying. Oh, down to our final bag. Here we go, Sherri. It all comes down to this bragging rights. Legg Family 2025 Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge World Cornhole Championships for June 20th, 2025. First annual Pro-Am.
Damn.
Let's see. Here. Sorry, here we go. It's a long name. I can't help it. That's the name of the event. Here we go. Oh, bounced off. So all I have to do is make this on the board to have bragging rights.
Don't mess it up, Legg.
Don't be that way. You don't have to, okay. You don't have to do that.
We tied.
We tied. So they're putting out the fires for the night, but the smoke, the campfire smell is heaven. Okay, so as I mentioned, we are in building 16, and so 1607 is our room right here. Here's kind of what it looks like. You can see woods right here, and it is totally quiet. The main lodge would kind of be up this path and over to the right. The restaurant we had dinner at would be kind of down and to the left. But now, let me go in and show you our room. So we are in a room with one king bed, and as normal, my room comes with Sherri, the best. So when you first walk in the door, you can see we have the vanity, the sink out here, mirror out here, little closet area. It does have a fan. We're going to talk about that in 1 second. And it has a toilet. It's got, you can see all of the nice bathroom stuff. It's got the shower with body wash, conditioner, and shampoo, which is great. Over here.
Trying to kill a bug.
Okay.
Mosquito you let in.
It is Alaska in the summer. Yeah. Mosquitoes are real.
Yeah.
In here, it's actually a really nice room.
Yes, it is.
It's got a king-size bed, has a couch, has a table with coffee, tea, 2 nice chairs. It does have a ceiling fan, which is amazing. It's got a TV, dresser, desk over here, and you can see everything has that like Alaska motif, which I really love. And then our view out the window is more woods. So, a great room.
Yes, it is.
We have stayed at this resort, I don't even know, probably 4 or 5 times.
Several times, and it's been a different style room every time.
But every one of them has been great.
Yep.
Now, one thing I want to let people know, because I know some of you may be staying at this lodge on an Alaska cruise. That may be how you found this video. So the McKinley Wilderness Lodge is, in fact, it is a wilderness lodge. So there's no AC. Some of the buildings, like I showed you, are like these kind of disconnected lodges. Mm-hmm. Don't expect the fastest Wi-Fi or the best cell signal. But here's the thing. All of those reasons are why we love this place.
Yeah.
It truly feels like wilderness. I mean, Denali is right at your front door.
Yeah.
It is. The service here is amazing. The views are amazing. The relaxation here is amazing. Mm-hmm. To grab a book and grab one of those rocking chairs on the deck at the lodge, yeah, is the height of relaxation.
Perfect.
It really is.
The beds are super comfortable. Oh
gosh, we sleep so good at Princess beds, both on ships and at lodges.
Yeah.
But no, if you're staying here, it is a wilderness lodge. Mm-hmm. I think some people travel Alaska and expect resorts. That's not always the case. Right. But I think that is part of the charm of this place. It's one of the reasons that this is just one of our favorite places in the entire state.
Yep, and they do provide fans. It is warm.
Yep.
But they do provide fans, so they do what they can.
And remember, it's Alaska in the summer. Bring your mosquito repellent.
Yeah.
We've got
mosquitoes follow you in.
Mosquitoes follow you in. Close the door quickly. Yeah. But we are going to go get unpacked and settled because we have a wedding tomorrow. Yeah. So we want to get our wedding clothes hung up, and we'll pick you guys up in a little bit. All right, you can see we are all settled. Got stuff out there. We've got clothes hung up here in the closet. Now let's talk about why the heck we are up here in Trapper Creek, Alaska at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. We've mentioned this for a wedding. So a friend of mine, someone that I grew up with, is getting married about 45 minutes away from here. Our moms were great friends growing up in Trapper Creek, Alaska, and have been great friends for the last 40 plus years. And so she's someone that I grew up with. And here's what's really cool is that obviously for her wedding, like all of our moms are getting together for this. They're all so excited. But friends that I grew up with that I haven't seen, honestly, probably in about 40 years, 35 or 40 years, are going to be there tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be like a huge reunion of people that I grew up with, almost all of whom Sherri has never met before. So as an introvert, Sherri is going to be exhausted at the end of tomorrow. We'll just put it that way. It is an outdoor wedding at a campground here in Alaska in a beautiful setting, and so that is why we are up here to go to the wedding tomorrow. And we said, you know what? Rather than trying to drive out from Anchorage, let's just make a weekend of it. So we were able to book this place for tonight and tomorrow night. It is. Yeah, thank you, Sherri. You guys, she just curtsied and it was adorable. I'm sorry that you didn't get to see it. And so we're here tonight, Friday night. We're gonna stay tomorrow night, Saturday night. So we'll come back here after the wedding, and then we will head home on Sunday. Get up, sleep in on Sunday, have a lazy morning, enjoy the resort, enjoy the lodge here, and then head back to Anchorage. So that is why we are up here. Honestly, we look for any excuse in the summers in Alaska to get out on these little staycations, especially to the Princess Lodges. And so this, when everything worked out, we were very happy. Also, quick look outside, 10:39 p.m. and it honestly looks like the afternoon. All right, so you guys can see the bed has 1, 2, 3, 4 pillows, and then Sherri brought her own, that pillow, and so I believe I should get that pillow because then it's at least 3 and 3. I would like to take those two, and that one, and then you get your pillow. So I get 5, you get 1. But I will let you have more than 1 pillow. All right, friends, it is the next morning. We've just been up for just a very little bit.
because stop number one is going to be breakfast. We have our wedding today, and Sherri Beth's going to shower before it, but she wants a little bit of food in her stomach, so we are heading to breakfast. Good morning, Sherri.
Good morning.
How'd you sleep?
Good.
I slept good too. I still feel like I'm kind of sleeping. So the hanging baskets they have around are just absolutely beautiful. Flowers everywhere. And breakfast is going to be at the buffet, which is right back here at 2320. Same restaurant we had dinner at last night. Oh, you guys, look. Denali. I hope it shows up a little bit better. Denali is out better today. You can see the summit right there through those trees. What a view to wake up to. Didn't even see this last night. Look at all the rocks stacked on top of other rocks all along the way. That's pretty cool. So this green bus right here is the on-property shuttle here at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. It is a pretty big space and there's lots to explore. Obviously the main lodge down there, the restaurant here, they have a theater kind of over that way, a lot of trails and things. So rather than walking, you can take the shuttle anywhere on property. Sherri Beth, today's also a very important day. Today is summer solstice, longest day of the year. I love that we're up here for summer solstice. We'll get to show you guys later just how late the sun stays up, what it looks like this evening. Solstice in Alaska is a big deal. Lots of towns have summer solstice parties, celebrations, parades. Right here is the breakfast menu. A couple things jump out at me. The Alaska breakfast, smoked salmon Benedict, and biscuits and gravy. Also have a mimosa flight. Oh my gosh. Breakfast is served. I went with the biscuits and gravy breakfast, and then I got a side of breakfast potatoes. Sherri Beth got a side of their wheat toast. Look at that toast. It looks amazing. And then reindeer sausage. All right, so breakfast was delicious, but I gotta say, this raspberry jam for the toast may have been like the highlight. It was so good, so fresh. All right, breakfast done. All right, friends, we are back in our room. I actually took a nap for a little bit, which, what a wonderful Saturday activity. Sherri Beth showered, she painted her nails. We are dressed for the wedding. Sherri, of course, looks amazing. I gotta show you. So it is a Celtic Viking themed wedding. Look at Sherri Beth, you look amazing. I didn't really have any Celtic Viking stuff.
I didn't really either.
I tell you what, for what you had in your closet, you pulled it off.
Thanks.
You ready to go to the wedding?
Yeah.
Let's go. Makes me wonder how long I slept for. When I went to sleep, it was, you guys saw earlier, beautiful and sunny. And now there's a hint of sprinkle happening. I did not expect that today. Sure, I only slept for like an hour, right?
Yeah, well, and the weather said 7% chance of rain. Like, 7%.
Well,
Apparently,
we got it.
we got it.
Now the wedding is about 45 minutes south of here. So fingers crossed it is not raining where the wedding is. All right, driving through the town of Trapper Creek. And you guys know we had to stop here at Renee's Roadside Sourdough Bakery. She has, let's see what she has today. Oh man, brown butter sourdough cookies, double chocolate sourdough brownies, and then loaves of sourdough bread. I'm thinking we're gonna get a loaf of sourdough bread to bring to the wedding. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll get a thing of cookies just for Sherri and I, and a brownie just for me. This is the best day. We are crossing over the Susitna River, the Big Sioux as we've always called her. All right, we have made it. Now obviously, we are going to leave the camera in here and not vlog the wedding. But look, there's my mom. So we'll pick you guys up a little bit later. Best wedding sign ever? Maybe. This way to buffet booze and bad dance moves. Well, it's a few hours later, and we are heading out. That was, first of all, beautiful ceremony.
Yeah.
I have been to lots of weddings, and I've never been to a wedding like that.
Very unique, very beautiful, very meaningful.
Yes, the symbolism, everything was absolutely gorgeous. The setting was beautiful. It was right on a river, and it was so good. And here's what's really cool, like for me, was a lot of the faces that were there, a lot of the people that were there are people that like I grew up with, and some of them that I haven't seen since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Right.
These are names that I remember from like my childhood, and faces that are like familiar, but I don't remember from where. And it was just so cool to get to reconnect with like friends that I grew up with. Literally my best friends from growing up that I haven't seen in 20, 30 years were here.
And I got to meet him.
And Sherri got to meet him. And here's one of the best things about like a Trapper Creek, rural Alaska wedding. The food.
Oh my gosh.
There was moose, there was halibut, there is an entire grill full of all sorts of meats still. Lots of food, lots of just...
It was a potluck, so everybody just like brought the best of the best. It was amazing.
I could have stayed here and just eaten all night.
Yeah.
The sun has been shining. We showed you that it was a little bit like sprinkling earlier. All of the clouds went away, and for the wedding it was totally sunny and beautiful. That was awesome. All right, we are back at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge. We have changed. We are taking our books and our AirPods, and we are going to walk down to one of our favorite little seating areas here on property that is so relaxing. And we are just going to sit in the sunshine for a little bit and just rest a little. As an extrovert, weddings are life for me. As an introvert, Sherri's very thankful that we're going to get a little bit of downtime and reading and quiet. There's so much to see here on property, including this super cool old airplane. Love that it has like the Princess logo on front, and it's right next to the Hudson Theater. This is where they do some different presentations, different events you can attend. But the place where we are going is going to be just up here, kind of down this little hill. We passed a lupine, and Sherri Beth couldn't say no to the opportunity to get a photo. So obviously the deck at the main lodge gets all of the attention, rightfully so. It is beautiful. But right over here, next to building, so that's building 23. So it's kind of at the end of building 23. They have this little water feature that is just so pretty. It's got this little creek through here. You can see there's a little bridge right up here. And on that bridge are some chairs. And in all of our trips here, we've only ever seen people out here a couple of times. And it's one of our favorite places to come sit out here with a book or just to relax, because you have the sound of the water, you have the, look at that, you got the little bear statue in the stream, and then those amazing chairs right there. What do you think, Sherri? Good place to sit and rest?
I think so.
I do as well. We have got the whole place to ourselves. You can see kind of dumps back down there, so up here it sounds like a waterfall below us. That little creek right there, water feature up there, and these chairs right here that we're gonna call home for a little bit. The book I'm reading is still artificial condition. I think it's book 2 in the Murderbot Diaries. I am like halfway through, and I think I've been halfway through for weeks. Sherri Beth, what book you reading? The Charm Offensive. Everything about the cover of that book screams Sherri's kind of book. We just sat outside by the fire for, I don't know, half an hour. It was delightful. And now we're gonna go put our name on the list for dinner. Dinner has arrived. I went with the Caesar salad with salmon. This is my absolute favorite thing to get here, as Sherri steals a piece of lettuce. She tried. You saw that going poorly, didn't you? And Sherri got the wings with the Thai sweet chili sauce. How about this? I'll give you a piece of lettuce if you give me one of the wings. Deal. We did it. We are both members of the Clean Plate Club. Full confession, I ate all of the salad myself, and I did help Sherri with some of her wings. Okay, you had one piece of lettuce. Thank you for your huge help, Sherri.
Adam had 3 of my wings.
I had 3 of the wings. Dinner's done. We are heading up to the lodge to sit out on the deck for a little bit. Sherri, we met some viewers.
We did.
From Indiana, actually, from like right by where you're from.
Yeah.
That was very fun. Nice family. They are about to the end of their Alaska journey. They did a cruise. They're up here. I think they're going to Denali next, and then they fly home from Fairbanks. It's always fun to meet you guys when we are out and about traveling. All right, this is maybe the best evening possible. We've got ice cream bars that we bought from the gift shop, and we are sitting out here on the deck, and I'm going to zoom in because we can't see the entire mountain, but quite a bit of Denali is out. You can see just the top obscured by clouds. Not a bad solstice setting though, huh? So we came in from the outside because Sherri was starting to get a little bit cold, and I was like, wait, where'd Sherri go? And I turned around and she's right by the fire. Are you like, what are you, a rotisserie chicken? It actually is really nice. Oh, it feels so good. I do want to show this. They have this at the front desk. If you find me to win a prize, these little s'more bring me to the naturalist desk in the North Great Room. I'm hiding in 8 locations across the property. That's a fun little, like, seek and find game here on property. Just want to give you an idea of the light situation. You can see the sun currently still up there. It is almost 9 p.m., which is crazy. I think we are heading back to our room. You can see lots of people down there playing cornhole. If you guys remember earlier in the vlog, I beat Sherri at cornhole yesterday.
We tied.
Well, I wish there was a way that I could edit it so that I beat you, but you're right, we did. We did tie. Back to our home for the night. So we are going to call it a night here at the McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge, but we'll pick you guys up in the morning as we wrap things up and start our journey back home to Anchorage. Today, wedding, sunshine, relaxation, huge success. We'll see you guys in the morning, or for you guys, it's literally like 2 seconds. Hello friends, good morning. It is our final morning here at the lodge. We are heading home, actually in just a little bit. It is, I don't know, 10:30 or so. We got bunches of sleep last night, which was really nice. Woke up, it is cloudy outside today. The sunshine appears to be gone for now. We're just kind of getting stuff packed up because we have to be out of here by 11. And we're mostly ready to go. You can see my bag just needs to be zipped up. There's Sherri's bag over there. We got our little bag of snacks and stuff, backpacks, but we're pretty darn close. Goodbye room 1607. You can see a busy morning here at the lodge. We are going in to get coffee and some breakfast snacks. Sweet, sweet brewing espresso. So we grabbed a seat right over here. Sherri's talking to her mom currently. We're drinking our coffee, eating our breakfast snacks. And I want to show you a couple things around the lodge here. So these are the hours of the main restaurants, the 2320 where we've eaten before. And then of course coffee brewing, the base camp bar, Climber's Cache. And the Climber's Cache is where we did the s'mores. That's where all the fires are. So you can see things are open mostly until 10 p.m. This is something I think is really cool. They provide shuttles to Talkeetna, so it's $10 round trip. And the buses will leave here and take you to Talkeetna. And you can see they have many of them a day. That's the lodge to Talkeetna, and then Talkeetna to the lodge. So if you're staying here and you want to go visit Talkeetna, and you don't have your own car, or you don't want to drive your own car, they have shuttles that will take you. And then right here is the naturalist desk. And I want to show you, these are all the daily activities at the lodge here today. So you can see lots of different nature walks, lots of different naturalist talks. They've got treehouse trivia. So just like when you're on the ship, there's kind of the list of activities. The same thing here at the lodge. And today's Mount McKinley climbing presenter. So we have different people who have actually climbed Denali who give talks in the Hudson Theater. And then they have other things like just different paw prints. And of course, a beaver. And if you remember last night, we showed you this game they have going on
There have been 4 already found today. That's what they look like. But that means there's still 4 around the lodge. Okay, I think for the 3rd time this trip, we're back in the gift shop. And I'm finally gonna get it. I'm getting one of the Denali t-shirts. They also have these Denali, like the long sleeves. Right there, that has the Mount McKinley Princess Wilderness Lodge down the sleeve. Very cool. But I'm getting the t-shirt. Are you gonna get one of those? You're thinking about it? I think I found a hat. What do you think, Sherri? My salmon hat? Yes, no?
Absolutely, yes.
And Sherri found a shirt as well. She's getting this long sleeve, which is very cool. It has the sea witch on the sleeve as well. As we're getting ready to leave, we remembered we forgot to drop off our keys. So I'm gonna go put these at the front desk. Well, our time here at the lodge has come to an end. What a nice weekend this was.
It was, yeah.
It felt like a long weekend, even though it was just like a normal length weekend. It is almost noon, and we are about to head back. We have like, what, 2.5 hours?
About there.
2.5 hour drive back. So we will be home probably around 3 or so. We're gonna listen to podcasts on the drive home and just enjoy the scenery. But that is where we're gonna end this vlog, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us through kind of showing you the lodge. This really is one of our favorite places to stay.
Yes, it is.
It was so relaxing, just so darn nice. I hope we're able to make it back up here again this summer. And the wedding was wonderful. Just such a good weekend.
Yeah.
All right, we are heading back home, friends. We love you, and we'll see you on the next LeggLife video. We are on the way home, and you can see little baby moose trotting across the road. Now we'll end the vlog. Bye, Moosey.